What's going on, y'all? It's Locks, and today we got another Prize Picks video for you guys. In today's video, I'm gonna give you guys two WNBA player props that I love on the board for this July 5th Friday WNBA matchups. It is a 3-game slate, so a pretty good one that we got here. We typically do not see 3-gamers, so it should be a good day of WNBA basketball overall. As you guys can see right here, Prize Picks has not even uploaded every single stat so far. They only have the points up right here, but I found two points props I love on the board so far. So unfortunately, we couldn't get that full load right here, but we're gonna work with what we got. And Prize Picks just overall recently, like I would say in the last 4 days, has just been super late on their whole WNBA props. Really, I typically give you guys make the videos at least the night before, and a lot of these props have even been being uploaded on the little Prize Picks app or whatever till I'd say the next morning, like 6 a.m. ish for me at least. So just unfortunate right there that they've been kind of slacking on that one. But we got these plays right here, and it should be a good one. For yesterday's video, the 4th of July, we actually split on that one, but we gave you guys two picks, both overs, and they both got bumped up. So it was a good read on them. Just unfortunately, our player of the day, Collier, I think she ended up with 9 points. Her line was like 19.5. That one got bumped up to 20.5, I believe. So again, we got the early value. It was a good read. Even the other sports books and whatnot even saw that it was great value. So that's the reason why Prize Picks bumped it up. But unfortunately, she just wasn't really taking any shots. I think she ended the game with only 9 shot attempts compared to what she's been averaging. I think she's been averaging over 17 shot attempts a game recently. So again, just unfortunate right there for us, a situation where she just wasn't putting up those shots like she typically has been doing all season. Can't really do nothing about that. We beat the value and whatnot, got the good value while we had it there. Just didn't go in our favor. But it's the name of the game of sports betting. We got to live with that and just give you guys the best prop that I could give you guys. And then our Alyssa Thomas play, that one also got bumped up, and she ended up with a triple-double, so that one smacked for us easily. And yeah, just unfortunately on the first one, the player of the day, she just didn't go out there and take shots, wasn't really looking to score at all. So can't do nothing about that though. We just move on and continue to just do our thing, giving you guys the best props, the best value that I can find on the board. Literally every single video in the last week has gone, one player at least has gone bumped up in all these videos. So again, make sure those post notifications are turned on down below if you guys haven't turned them on already. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. We are a Prize Picks channel, and we typically like college football, football in general, NFL, college football, and then just basketball, WNBA, NBA, college basketball. So again, if you guys are a fan of those and just Prize Picks in general and want to stay tuned with me, my channel, my content, and are new, make sure this post notification on down below to get notified whenever these videos go out. We give you guys a player of the day in every single video. So again, I'll give you guys a player that I am most confident in on the day, even if you guys just want to come for those ones and pair it with the player of your choice, or just use it however you guys would like in your parlays. That should be another reason why you guys should just keep on coming back to my channel. But enough talking with our player of the day in today's video for this July 5th play that we got. I'll be looking at Arik. I don't even know her last name. Arik Gun. But I don't know. I don't want to butcher that. But as you guys know, this play right here, love her points over her 23.5 line. Now she's been super consistent all season. As you guys can see, there's only been 2 games where she really just kind of flopped on this play. Other than that, she's been super consistent on at least scoring 20 points a game. She's been averaging, I would say, like 20, probably this 24 line right here exactly. But what I love is her consistency and the amount of shots she's been taking. As you guys can see, on the whole season, she's been averaging 21 shot attempts, which is insane value for us, shooting around 40%. So again, really good value. And she's been in 38.5 minutes a game on average, which is also insane for WNBA, especially WNBA players. They only the max amount of minutes they could have is 40 minutes without overtime. So again, if a player is only sitting on the bench for a minute and a half, that should be insane value for her to just have those opportunities, along with her averaging 21.2 shot attempts a game, which is insane. Her line is 23.5. I expect this one to get bumped up. Pretty good line for her, and just overall should be a good play. As you guys can see on this little insight down here, Arik has exceeded her 22.5 points in 7 of her last 8 games at home, so this is a home matchup. And this game right here is honestly my favorite one on the board. She's averaging 25 at home, so again, in those 8 games, she's really been thriving. And this projected over and under on the play, or not over and under, like the little spread between the winner and whatnot, is only 2.5. So again, it should be a nice tight down on the wire game between these two, the Dream and the Wings. So again, she's at home, she's been balling out, and she's been proving herself to just really go out there and get buckets. So again, with this being a nice, long, hard, fought-out game, I expect her to get at least like guaranteed to play the full game, 38 minutes guaranteed, especially as you guys can see her consistency of minutes has just been through the roof, which is something we love to see. And her shot attempts have also been consistent. She just came off a game where she took 22 shot attempts. Again, she's just been balling out and really doing her thing. And now that she got a pretty easy matchup, as you guys can see, this Atlanta team is ranked 5th in points allowed to get around 80-plus points a game, which is pretty good value, and I expect her to just go out there and score and do her thing. If you look at her in previous head-to-heads against this Atlanta team, as you guys can see, she has 4 out of 6 in these head-to-heads. 67% of the time she has gone over this line. And the 2 she didn't even cover, she had over 20 points. As you guys can see, 20 and 21 right here. So she got hooked. This one was a blowout game, so obviously she had less minutes played. Couldn't really do nothing right there. And this play, this is just one of the struggles. But this was at the beginning of last season, so kind of irrelevant to what she is receiving now. As you guys can see, a lot of these games, she's only been averaging 36 minutes a game compared to what she's been receiving now. So again, with the increase in minutes and whatnot, and the increase in shot attempts as well, as you guys can see, she's been averaging 19 shot attempts in this head-to-head compared to this season where she's taking 21. Just a 2+ on each of those gives us a super, not even super, just a little higher ceiling, which is a perfect edge for PrizePicks and just the whole deal with sports betting, player props and whatnot. So again, pretty good edge right there. She's been super consistent at covering this line, and there's really hasn't been a game in these head-to-heads where she's just gone under and flopped a lot. So this is a matchup where she kind of just thrives in, is comfortable in scoring and whatnot. So again, with a little insight that she's been balling at home in those last 8 games, averaging 25, 3 over her actual line, it's pretty good value, and just not really much else to break down. Her consistency has been through the roof. That's the main thing I love about this play. Again, only 2 games have really flopped for her, and other than that, she's been balling out and doing her thing. So home matchup, it should be a nice tight game. But a really good matchup right here. Probably my favorite one of the day. So that's why I'm going to be putting this as my play of the day. Nothing crazy on defense, too, that she's going against. And she should just be able to ball out and just go out there and do her thing. So not really much else to break down. Play of the day for a reason. As you guys can see, she is number, 7 on the PrizePicks popular board right now, and she is on the popular board for a reason. So 866 people are on this one, and I expect this one to get bumped up as well. Love this play right here. So this is my play of the day. Again, if you guys are new to the channel and are going to take anything from my videos, I would highly recommend the play of the days. Those are the ones that are most consistent on this channel. I know the one yesterday didn't hit, obviously, but outside of that one, I think we've been like 11 out of 13 or something on the last 2 weeks on the player of the days. So again, only 2 or 3 have missed in the last 2 weeks guaranteed. So again, we've just been balling out and doing our thing on player of the days, and in this case, Arik is our player of the day over this 23.5 points line. And then with the player that we're going to be pairing her with on today's video, we're going to be rocking with Jewel Lloyd under her points. Now I know I've been going with the under for her on her last 2 plays. As you guys can see, we banked her out on both these games. She had 30 right here and 26 right here. We're taking the overs, but this was a matchup. I think even this Indiana Fever game, we've been taking her a lot recently in the last 3 matchups, and at least 2 of these she has covered for us. So again, she's been doing her thing and just cashing us out in a lot of these videos. But we're actually been looking at an under for her on today's slate that we got right here against the Chicago Sky team. As you guys can see, they're ranked 5th in points allowed to give around 80 points to opposing teams a game. But I really like the value on this play. As you guys can see, this line is super elevated right now because of her recent performances. As you guys can see, 24, 30, and 26 points right here. Originally, whenever we took her line before these games, her line was like 19.5, 20.5, and the highest I think was like 21.5. So now we got her super elevated at 22.5. Obviously, she's been balling out in her recent performances. But if we look at these 3 matchups, these are 3 very weak teams. As you guys can see, Indiana Fever, Dallas, both these games, this was just a matchup that was really favorable for her. So obviously she can drop that 30 piece and even 26 piece. And then obviously we all know Indiana Fever has just been super vulnerable all season. Pretty young team right there. So again, they're one of the worst ranked defenses in the whole WNBA. So they've just been having their struggles. And outside of these 3 games, as you guys can see from the rest of the whole season, she's really been struggling to cover this 23-point line that she needs to score in order to cover for her line. So again, I really like the under. She's been averaging 17 shot attempts on the season along with 34 minutes played. and she needs to score 23 points. So 17 is going to be kind of hard for her, especially with her having to really just go out there and make a lot of buckets. I think like 50% she has to make in order to cover 23 points. So again, a little insight down here. Jewell Loyd has failed to exceed 22.5 points in 5 of her last 6 games. First top 5 defenses for points allowed, averaging 17 points in those last 6 games actually. So again, way under her actual line at 22.5. This is 5 under that line, which is insane value that she's been averaging against these top tier defensive teams. Now that she gets the Chicago Sky, they're a young, scrappy team, great defensive players on that team, and they've just been known for holding people down, holding other women down in this WNBA season so far. So they're ranked 5th right here. Pretty solid though. And again, now that she's going against this team, she's been having a super easy schedule recently. As you guys can see, whenever she goes against a tougher team, typically, like for example right here, Connecticut, they're the #1 defensive team in the whole WNBA. She only had 16 points. A lot of the games you guys can look through here, right here. As you guys can see, Lynx, another top defensive team, Liberty, 10 and 13 points, and right here we got her against the Chicago Sky, which I believe she should struggle in this matchup. I think, actually, yeah, last matchup she had 19 points. If we look at her head-to-heads, there's only been one game in the recent the last 2 WNBA seasons that she has gone over this line. Outside of that one game, she has gone under this line of 4 out of those 5 head-to-heads. 80% of the time she has gone under. So again, she's really been having her struggles against this team, and obviously her recency is going to be pretty high because of these 3 games. But these were all super weak, vulnerable teams defensively, and now she's going against a pretty solid team defensively, which she's been showing her struggles so far this season, averaging 17 points in those last 6 games against these teams. So again, not really much else to break down on this play. Pretty good play right here. Again, line is super elevated, found insane value. Now I know we've been rocking heavy on the over with her, but we're actually been looking on the under with her today. So Jewell Loyd, less than that 22.5 points line right there. And these are my 2 that I'm rocking with on this Friday, July 5th WNBA slate right here. So again, we don't have everything on the board, but from what we got so far on the early value, I love these 2 players right here, and these are the ones I'm rocking with. So again, player of the day, Arik over her, 23.5 points. And then the player that we're going to be pairing with that is Jewell Loyd, less than her, 22.5 points. So these are my 2 that I'm rocking with on the day. Again, please drop a like and subscribe with this post notifications turned on. It should mean the world to me. For the next 2 weeks, we got an insane slate of WNBA, late WNBA every single day for, I believe, exactly 2 more weeks straight. So again, if you guys want to stay tuned with me, my channel, my content, and just want to get these WNBA uploads right whenever they drop, make sure this post notifications turned on to not miss whenever I upload these videos. I'm going to be as consistent as I can. If we got a nice little slate before, I would say like 1 a.m. or whatever, whenever these videos go out, typically the night before, I will definitely give you guys the videos. But if PrizePicks doesn't put these player props up until like the next morning, it'll probably be rare that I'll get you guys these videos. So as long as PrizePicks is putting these props up early, I'm going to give you guys the early value and just doing my thing. So again, another reason you guys should try on this post notice down below. But enough talking. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.